So now, this one is in progressive second algebra, okay? And this is about the stock market and how they're ripping you off in crypto. But real quick, let's do this because we can, okay? The eclipse. This is why the Freemasons have the Royal Arch Bible. The planets, Earth, Mars, Venus, etc., revolve in elliptical paths around the sun being at the focus. Okay, arches, the Royal Arch Mason Member Bible, yeah, are built in the form of half eclipses. Oh, because they're warlocks doing mood magic like some bitches. But I showed in the Bible that every spell gets returned to sender as soon as the moon is out visible with the sun, because what's done in the dark comes to light, you dumb fox. The upper part of the window frame, pictured below, is ecliptical. It's ecliptical. Wow. So, if you want to see who a Freemason is and they're trying to hide, look for a little arch in their yard. My grandparents had one. Yeah, my mom had one too. So my dad. Duh. Like I don't know who the fuck you were. Okay. But anyways, let's get back to the topic. This is the parable, and this is how they manipulate you through the stock market. I mean, this is how it works, but I'll tell you how they manipulate it when we're done. X parables. Nope, X paraboeras. Parabolas. Sorry, I misspoke. It's not parable, it's parabola. Having their axes of symmetry parallel to the y-axis appeared in chapter 8. Equations are parabolas with axes parallel to the x-axis, which we studied now. Okay? The graph is a parabola which has the x-axis as its axis of symmetry and the origin of its vertex. Okay? And so this is how you do it. This is how you study the crypto market, the stock market, and this is how you understand and predict what it's going to do. This is inside trading. Nobody told me, I just understand it. Okay, so the parabola has many useful applications in design and is the graph of many algebraic relations. On page 117, you have seen that the path of an object thrown upward is usually a parabola. And that's why the stock market is drawn as a graph, isn't it? Just like crypto. Wow. The same is true of the path of any projectile. Of course, you know that many automobile headlights have parabolic surfaces. Some arches have parabolic form. A common but not only definition of the parabola is let F be the fixed point where it starts and DD a fixed line. Let the distance PR of P from DD equal the distance PF. Then the points P satisfying those conditions from a parabola, F is the focus, and DD is the directrix. And I just broke down how you measure stocks. You have to do it in this form to understand how they're ripping you off and controlling you. Okay? The equilateral hyperbola pictures many laws of nature and geometry. Well, when the units of the x-axis and the y-axis are the same length, the curve has the shape shown in the graph below. And this is showing you the different ways to measure the stock markets to understand what they're doing next. Okay. Now, they messed that up because what they did as a control variant is they increased the interest rate. So you have to redo your whole math system on this and you'll figure it out. Okay. The hyperbola consists of two parts called its branches. Notice how one branch comes closer and closer to the x-axis when x becomes very large, and to the y-axis when x becomes very small in numerical value. Wow, and that's how you measure the rise and falls of the stock market and the crypto market. Example 2, know the formula D equals RT. Let D equal 100, then RT equal 100 if the vertical axis is used for the values of R and the horizontal axis for values of T, then the graph will be an equilateral hyperbola. Negative values of R and T do not have any meaning. And this is where they play you with the stock market to control you through your money. And that, like I said, is why they raise the interest rates. Pay attention. Another form of the hyperbola, example, draw the graph 4x squared minus 9y squared equals 36. Solution, solving y for y equals plus or minus 2/3 square root of x squared minus 9. And that's your equation to figure out what you're investing in. They're not going to tell you this because, hey, like I said, this is Harvard and Yale qualifying factors to get into their fucking schools. The graph drawn with a full line is hyperbola. It consists of two branches which come closer and closer to the two dotted lines called its asymptotes. Okay? To sketch this hyperbola, first divide its equation by 36, then x squared over 9 minus y squared over 4 equals 1. That is the key to decoding the stock market and crypto market, okay? B, square root of 9 equals 3. Point A is the point 3, 0. A is negative 3, 0. So that's how you understand the fluctuations. To find the fluctuations in the stock market, how it rises and it goes down. You always go by this rule. Square root of 9 equals 3, okay? And then square root of 4 equals 2. Point B is the point 3 and 2. B is negative 3 and 2. Are you understanding? This is showing you how to read it. And I broke down how to already figure out the numbers. Draw the asymptotes OB and OB as dotted lines, extending them across the page. The two branches are smooth curves passing through A and A, each coming closer and closer to the asymptotes. All these factors are proved in analytic geometry, okay? And that's how you master the stock market and the crypto market, okay? Now, understand, here's a key factor. You have to understand where it says 3 and 2 as your solutions to doing the right math on the stock market and the crypto market. I broke down how to do it, right? Remember, there's only 9 numbers because 0 doesn't have any value. So if it raises 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. So you have to hold, right? Yeah, there's no decision to make there. And say it's 2 and 4, which is 6. Nope. You have to wait till it gets to a 3. Okay? So if it's, let me think, 1 and 2, if it goes up 1, down 2, that's when you use the square root of 9 equals 3 in the equation for all the numbers to figure out if you should invest, sell, or hold. Fuck your system, people. And also, you got to understand, they're fucking with that. They're off this math. They're so fucked up because what they're doing is they push an agenda and they're going to rip you off. They're going to sell you a lie and then pretend it goes up and use that same variable, square root of 9 is 3, square root of 2 is 4, to rip you off for the lies they sell. That's how it works, everybody.